Joining us now, no, that looked good. I like it. Joining us now, 46 past the hour, former Supreme Allied Commander, retired Admiral James Stavridis. He's now Dean of the Fletcher School at Tufts University. Great to have you on board this morning, sir. Let's talk about what's at stake in these Iran talks, and what would be at stake if they fell through?
I think first and foremost, we would miss an opportunity to at least put on the table a potential agreement. That's not to say we ought to take a bad agreement, and I think unfortunately at the moment what seems to be shaping up is we're going to be asked to buy a car without the engine and without the wheels, and then sort of see what happens in the technical agreements. We often say the devil is in the details. I think unfortunately the nuclear weapon is in the details. So I'm increasingly skeptical as I see this process come to endgame.
Gene, what about you?
Well, you know, to me, it seems that this is not a bad outcome if indeed what we get today is some sort of vague statement, essentially, and we're going to continue to work on the details. As long as they continue talking, remember, Iran's nuclear program right now is basically locked down. You know, we know more about it. The sanctions are still in place. So that's not a bad thing if they keep talking. I wouldn't mind if this negotiation continued and continued and continued, as long as Iran is further away from a nuclear weapon now than it was a year ago.
Admiral, as it's been said here on the set, some feel like the United States appears to be desperate for a deal. Is that what you're seeing?
I don't think desperate, but we certainly are, I think, emotionally over-invested in it at this point. And I think we need to remember the dark side of this equation. If Iran approaches a nuclear weapon, there is no doubt the Saudis are going to go, probably the Turks, maybe the Egyptians, and you overlay that with Sunni-Shia conflict in the near Middle East, very, very concerning. So I think we need to approach this with a lot of healthy skepticism. But as Gene says, let's see what the deal is before we turn it down.